Hey everybody, I am here today to talk to you about 5 fun and interesting Pokemon facts. And I'm going to get straight to the good stuff. Now the first Pokemon fact that I have for you is that Magneton actually weighs 10 times the amount that Magnemite weighs. Yet, it is actually 3 Magnemites that have formed together. Now, Magnemite weighs 13.2 pounds and Magneton weighs 132 pounds. It doesn't quite make sense. Now, even if you imagine that Magneton is made up of 3 Magnemites that are twice the size of the original Magnemite, that would still only equal the Magneton weighing 6 times the amount that the Magnemite weighs. Yet it weighs 10 times the amount. I think that this is just a result of the developers being lazy, and when they're entering the weight, they figure, you know what, it's much bigger, we'll make it 10 times the weight. So it doesn't quite make sense, but what are you going to do? The second Pokemon fact that I have for you is that there was actually a grumpy man in Viridian City in the first versions of the Pokemon games. And the grumpy man is not moving because he needs his coffee fix. Now, in the original versions of the Japanese games, that man is not grumpy, but he is passed out because he has actually had too much to drink with regards to alcohol, and that he is admittedly drunk. Now, the developers of the Pokemon games, before releasing the games in the US and whatnot, figured that, you know what, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to speak about drunkenness to their target audience of 11-year-olds. So they changed it to make it seem that the man is tired and needs his coffee fix. The third Pokemon fact that I have for you guys is the birds, Doduo and Dodrio, can actually learn the HM fly despite being based on the flightless bird of the Dodo. Now, it doesn't quite make sense because Doduo and Dodrio don't actually have any wings. They have these 3 or 4 feathers on their rear end that I guess could be used to fly, but realistically, those 3 or 4 little measly feathers will not propel these heavy birds up into the air. So it doesn't quite make sense that these Pokemon that are based on a flightless bird can actually learn fly. But once again, what can you do? The fourth interesting Pokemon fact is that before the 3rd generation of Pokemon games, Voltorb and Electrode could actually not learn any electric type moves by leveling up. Now, it would make a little bit of sense if they were electric and normal type Pokemon, but Voltorb and Electrode are strictly electric type Pokemon. They are electric balls. I don't understand why they wouldn't learn any electric type moves through leveling up. Now, granted the fact that they can learn electric type moves through giving them and teaching them TMs and whatnot, it just doesn't quite make sense that they will not learn a single electric type move before leveling up in the Pokemon games before the 3rd generation. Now, the 5th and final Pokemon fact that I have for you is that Rhydon was actually the first Pokemon to be developed and created. Now, many people actually falsely attribute this first creation award to Pokemon like Pikachu and Bulbasaur, but it should actually be attributed to Rhydon. And if you take a look in the Pokemon Red and Blue versions, you'll notice that Rhydon's index number is 001. Now, I know that it is the 122nd entry in the national dex, but in Red and Blue, its index number is 001. And also, there are many dinosaur-like statues that can be found throughout the Kanto region. And those statues are said to be attributed to the fact that Rhydon was the first Pokemon to be developed because they sort of look like Rhydon, and they're said to represent Rhydon. And that's basically all that I have for you today. Those are the 5 fun and interesting Pokemon facts that I have come up with. Thanks for watching.